John married Margaret, and for the first 2 years of their marriage, they lived a peaceful and happy life together. One day, Margaret's mother, Juana, arrived unexpectedly. Juana had nowhere to live. She had recently sold her house and, while searching for a new one, asked if she could stay with John and Margaret. They agreed, knowing it was temporary. At that time, John and Margaret's bedroom was undergoing renovations, so they had moved into another room. When Juana arrived, they settled her into the room directly opposite John and Margaret's. One night, John woke up to use the bathroom. He quietly got out of bed, careful not to disturb Margaret, and walked down the hall. After returning, still groggy from sleep, he climbed back into bed and embraced his wife. To his delight, Margaret responded warmly, and their embrace quickly escalated into intimacy. Satisfied, John reached over to turn on the bedside lamp, only to be met with a shocking sight. The woman lying beside him wasn't Margaret, it was Juana. John's heart raced with fear as he realized he had mistakenly entered the wrong room. Panicking, he jumped out of bed without saying a word and hurried back to his own room. As he left, Juana simply smiled at him, a knowing look in her eyes. The next day, John couldn't bring himself to look anyone in the eye, feeling a heavy sense of guilt and shame. To his surprise, Juana approached him with a calm expression. "John," she said softly, "this will be our little secret." Then, with a sly grin, she added, "You're good in bed. My daughter is lucky to have you." But it didn't end there. Juana would often tease him whenever she had the chance. When Margaret wasn't around, she would ask John, "Shall we do it again?" John would blush and quietly decline. She also told him, "If you want, come to me, I'll be waiting." But John remained steadfast, though he admitted to himself that he was indeed tempted to repeat what had happened with Juana. Shortly after, Juana found a house and moved to another state. 9 months later, Margaret came to John with unexpected news. Her mother had given birth to a baby girl, a sister for Margaret, though she didn't know who the father was. John felt a wave of relief wash over him, as he silently thought about how fortunate it was that Margaret didn't know who the real father of Juana's baby was.